Hi, my name is Rob Stavinga. I'm the Watershed Resources Technician here at Kawartha Conservation, and I'm here today to begin our weekly series on birds. So in our weekly series, we'll be looking primarily at birds in the Kawartha Lake. Some of them will focus on some of our conservation areas, but hopefully we'll have an opportunity to look at birds that are outside of our conservation areas, in areas like the Kawartha Watershed, which is an important bird area, or other areas around our watershed. The Kawartha Watershed, it contains a number of features that are unique in Ontario. For example, I mentioned the Kawartha, which is an important bird area where there's species that can't be found anywhere else in Ontario, like the loggerhead shrike. We have the transition between the Great Lakes, St. Lawrence lowlands, and the Canadian Shield. So anytime you have a transition area, you tend to have a concentration of bird species because they overlap their habitats. We have a lot of water and water courses and routes where a lot of birds migrate through this area to get to the boreal forest. So yeah, the city of Kawartha Lakes is a really important area for birds. So today, in honor of Canada Day, we're going to talk about a bird that isn't frequently seen in the city of Kawartha Lakes. It does get seen here from time to time, and it's the gray jay. The reason we're talking about the gray jay is because it's recently been nominated as Canada's bird. So it used to be called the Canada jay, but now its common name is the gray jay. So some people may have read about it when it was made Canada's national bird, and one of the reasons was it can be found in every province in Canada. It exists mostly in the boreal forest, which occupies 55% of Canada's land mass, so it's greater than half the land mass that it lives in, and it can be found from coast to coast. So there have been sightings of the gray jay in the Kawarthas. North of Sturgeon Lake, there's been some sightings. Typically, it doesn't extend very far out of the boreal forest, so because most Ontarians like to head to cottage country on the July 1st weekend, their best chance of seeing it is when they venture into the boreal forest. The largest, closest population to the city of Kawartha Lakes is in Algonquin Park, but they do appear in this part of the world from time to time during the winter. So if you're looking for gray jay, you want to go right into their habitat, which, as I mentioned, is the boreal forest. They prefer spruce. Black spruce is their preferred habitat, so that's kind of boggy, swampy wetland type habitats. And you're looking for, I'd say, a medium-sized bird. They're about the size of our blue jay that we see around here, and there are 3 different colors on them. They're white, gray, and almost blackish on the back of their head. And they're a fluffy little bird, so they kind of look like a stuffed bird because they're so fluffy. So one of the things that makes the gray jay a great Canadian bird is it actually breeds in the wintertime. So they start their nesting in the middle of February or March. They start to lay their eggs, so they can actually raise their young in some of the coldest parts of the year. Stay tuned for next week's episode where we highlight the red-winged blackbird, a bird that most birders will be able to find and identify in the Kawartha Lakes. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to wish everybody Happy Canada Day from the staff at Kawartha Conservation and from myself. Thanks for watching.